Welcome. My name is Marty Major with FLIR Security's TCX Training Department. We're going to talk today about camera sequencing, or the ability to rotate a number of cameras through one particular scene or one particular pane. So to do so, we come over here to our logical view and we right-click our system icon. And if you come down just a couple of choices, you can see Add Camera Sequence. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, once the new camera sequence has been added, you could name it whatever you like to name it here, give it a description that will only appear here in Admin Center. You can actually choose the client connection type if you're possibly using multicast. For this example, we're just going to keep it at the unicast. Oops, chose the wrong one. But down here below this is another very important thing. Now, it asks us to choose an archiver in order to do this camera sequence. Now, does this mean that I can only have cameras from this particular archiver that I'm choosing here? No, it does not mean that at all. What it means is the process itself, the camera sequence as an entity, needs to be or reside on one particular archiver. So you simply have to choose your archiver. Now, I only got one archiver here in my training environment, but still, you could use any number that you'd like. And, for the most part, you should use the one that has the least amount of resources being used, or the most available. One or the other. It shouldn't take that much resources, but still, one of your archivers must own the process in order for this to function. So, once we've identified the archiver that we want, we simply come down here and we choose from our available cameras, and we tell the system in what order we want to see the cameras rotating through this one pane, and how long we want it to dwell on each particular thing. So if I just choose my first camera, move it over, notice I have a dwell time of 5. Maybe this is my home position, this 0.50. I'll add my second camera. Maybe this is not so important to me, so I'll just make it 2 seconds. It'll only dwell on this particular camera. And then maybe I want to come back to my home position again, right? I can use the same exact camera. I could have this camera in this sequence as many times as I like. So let's go put it in here again. It's the same as the first one, so it's going to start at my home spot, dwell for 5 seconds, go to this camera, dwell for 2 seconds, come back to my home spot for another 5, and because I have a third camera, let's go ahead and bring that in as well, and then we'll drop this one down to 2 seconds also as a non-important. So this should rotate in a sequence right through all of these cameras, as I had mentioned. As soon as we hit save, we can then begin to see the camera sequence in action. There's the home position for 5 seconds, followed by I believe that's the aerial camera for 2 seconds, back to the home position for 5, to the axis for 2, back to the home position for 5. You can see how it works. For further FLIR security training, go to FLIR.com, then Products and Security. From the Security page, you would come to Support and then Training. On the Training page, we have it divided currently between in-person training and online training. The in-person training includes certification classes in Latitude and many of our thermal technologies. The online training includes upcoming security webinars, which you see up here on the left, and recorded webinars, which of course continues to grow as we do the current webinars. But over on the right-hand side, you'll see our online training video library where we cover a number of different things in our repertoire. If we go to Latitude, you can see we have a series of Latitude training videos like this one that you just listened to, and we are adding to this list, and it is growing fast.